Hey YouTube, so today I am installing a dual USB charger and voltometer into my BMW G310 GS. I ordered this off eBay. It was a simple thing. They had to ship it from Canada because I guess USA doesn't carry BMW specific um, connectors with their stuff, but it came with this dual USB and voltometer. There's a digital readout right in the center. And then it also came with this plug, which connects handily right into my BMW plugs. There's two of them in the 2021 GS. They're tucked up behind the headlight on the right side right there. Now, for this, there's nowhere to put this plug on the GS, and BMW conveniently left off a USB port so you can't charge any devices while you're riding. So I found on the left side of the dash here, I drilled a little hole to get it started, and then I'm taking a rasp to fill in. There's nothing behind here. That's where those plugs were, and I moved them so there's nothing to get damaged. And I'm taking a little rasp and just going to the edges of that pencil line you can see there, and then this should slot right in. And then you plug the back in, and it turns on and off with the ignition, so it's not going to drain your battery. This is the second real mod I've done other than adding protection, crash bars, etc. to this little bike. Having a lot of fun with it. But I'll leave a link to this. I got it on eBay from Canada for all you G310 GS riders. I think maybe the 310R has the same configuration behind the headlight. Popping the headlight out is kind of a pain. There are 4 screws instead of 2. All of the video reviews I saw only showed 2. There are 2 on the sides of the headlight, one right here, one on the opposite side matching, and there are 2 underneath. I don't know if y'all can see this, but where's my finger? Right there. There's 2 of them. 1, 2. And you have to pop those out. It's not easy to pop the headlight out of the front, but it's way easier than taking the entire fairing off, which has like 71 screws, and they're all different sizes. You pop the headlight out, it's not easy, and then popping it back in is more difficult because of these 2 bottom screws. They are on little rubber washers, and you kind of have to manipulate them out of the way and push it back through. Same thing here, you can see these little washers trying to pop loose. But I'll give you a video once it's installed and continue this. Alright guys, here is the hole finally cut. You can see it's very crudely cut because I used a hand rasp. So I drilled a hole with my largest driver bit. Then I took this round rasp and just went to town, digging it out to proportion. And it's not a pretty hole, as if I had a drill for it, but it does thread right in there. So I'll get that in, and then we'll show you how to connect it. Alright guys, here is the dual USB voltometer in the dash. Turn the key on here. Comes right up with the key, gives you your reading. Works great. The hardest part of this install, besides reaming that little hole out, was getting the black washer nut that threads onto the back of that up in there. Come on, focus. And it wasn't easy, but once you get it, it goes. Takes some finagling. Those 2 little plugs connect into this ghost connector, which was connected right here with another one. Boop. And we're going to have to push all these wires back up in here and keep them out of the way of the heat of the headlight. And then you've got your super handy dandy voltometer and dual USB charger plugged into your G310 GS. You'd think BMW would stick something like that on there for you, but for like $14 on eBay, you can get it done yourself, about an hour's worth of time. If I had all the correct tools, it'd have been like a 10-minute install, but I had to do some wiggling and finagling. But there you have it, and it works great. And so there it is on with the key. It's got this handy cover that still allows you to see the volts, and then you can bonk, and it goes right off with the key. No parasitic drain on your battery. I would say plug and play, but you got to drill some holes and stuff. So easy enough, and that way you don't have to chop into your wiring harness or anything. You just plug it into one of the BMW already made connectors. And I'll put a link for where I got this on the eBays. and it came out of Canada. It took about 10 days to get to me in the United States. Coronavirus is still kind of going on down here. I think they've got it pretty still locked down up there, so maybe that's why it took so long. But it works great. I'm happy to have it. That was my last install for the G310GS. Some upgrades I've put on here. I've got lower and upper crash bars. I have skid plate down here. Has the little extension for the oil filter. My upper crash bars, I did have to make a little, I don't know if y'all can see that right there. Where is it? Right here. Oop. Had to make a little adjustment, put a spacer in there. Phone doesn't want to focus. Same thing on the other side, a little spacer to get them to fit. Works great. Didn't have to move the horn. I've got some bark busters. They do a good job. Mostly engine protection stuff. Oh, I got a radiator guard protector up under there. And I'm getting some larger foot pegs coming in. You just screw them right in. And a net. Look at that. Super fancy. All right, guys. Thank you. All right, guys. And here's the final product. Right in the dash there. Give her a turn on. Comes right up. Boom. 12.3 volts. Turn it right off. Pop. Super clean looking. Maybe I could have gone for black instead of red. I don't even think I specified what they ordered. And it's everything's tucked up right back here. Right behind the headlight back there. And I don't foresee any problems happening with that guy. Works pretty good.